Kia ora, haere mai Aries. Welcome to September 2015 Taroscope reading with me. I hope wherever you are viewing this around the world, you've got a few minutes to sit back and see what messages come forth. If you've watched the video I uploaded about the overall astrological perspective of September, you will understand that there are quite a few potent energies traversing our galaxy and therefore us and our emotions and the planet as well. And I have a feeling that Aries is in the line for some of the energies of change, possibly new change in some of the eclipses that are coming. We have two eclipses, and the first one is with a new moon eclipse, which really does give off that feeling of bringing in new opportunities and new growth and new change. There could be endings involved with the two eclipses as well. It's just the general feeling that there seems to be. Now, the eclipses can have an overall energetic vibration with you for several months and sometimes even several years, depending on you individually as a person and where they happen to fall in your zodiac houses. We'll be using the John Holland cards for the reading. These beautiful deck of cards which give off so much of a beautiful vibration of light, and then we will do a higher vibration card at the end as well. So let's shuffle the cards for you Aries and see what's in store for you guys for September. Just do a little bit of a shuffle. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? I'll try one more. Okay, so this is for Aries for September 2015. Your first card is a charka card, which I think of as being one of the major arcanas. So it's a balance card for your crown chakra, and the crown chakra is the one at the very top of your head, which generally has the violet lights or the violet energy. Probably the closest colour stone I have to it is one of the amethyst, although it's not quite right. So I'll pop that on there now as we begin. Your second card is Disruption, number 16, another major arcana card, and Disruption is known as the Tower. So everyone's getting some pretty intense readings, each zodiac sign, so there's no surprises for the energies that are turning up and perhaps some of the messages as well. Number 3 is another major arcana, and it's called the Shadow. It's number 18. In traditional tarot this would be known as the Moon card. Your fourth card is another major arcana. Again, no coincidences here or no surprises. This is number 4, which is known as the Emperor. Now in John Holland's deck he calls it authority, and interestingly enough the Emperor card is often denoted as an Aries card energy or Aries time of the year as well. So there's something here for the eclipses that definitely is resonating with Aries energies. What I'm thinking of mostly is perhaps with this first card that came out, the crown chakra, which is about bringing in those higher vibrational energies, balancing that part of your body which is very much the connection to the spiritual, ethereal and angelic vibrations, and to your soul's connection. There seems to be, maybe some of you will go through a hyper jump into finding out who you are, connecting with your soul, with your spirituality, maybe with spiritual aspects of your life and what your soul is really asking for you to do and where it's asking you to go. We'll start off here too. I popped these stones in, and again, doesn't surprise me. This is the Pyrite. I love the sparkle that it produces, which is just gorgeous anyhow. It gives off positive light. The Fool's Gold Pyrite, and I'll put the meanings below the card reading or the video reading. And these two are little Merkabas, and Merkabas are energetic vibrations which are the shape of growing one's cellular soul level again. So it is said to be the divine light vehicle allegedly used by ascended masters to connect with and reach those in tune with the higher realms, Mer means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means body, Merkaba. And it's interesting that they are right beside the crown chakra as well. So some of you may feel really jumps here in your spirituality as these eclipses come through. The eclipses fall around about here in the month on the 13th and the 28th. Now, another interesting thing, if you're, I love synchronicities and messages that come through via ways of patterning, if you like, which is partly what synchronicity is. But if we look at this card here, in the traditional tarot deck it is known as the moon, and you can see the moon here. And on the 28th it is a full eclipse. So that card again is just telling me that yes, Aries are going to feel quite profoundly the eclipse of events and the energies. And as I say, some of you may feel this for many years coming, and it's going to be personal. Every person will feel this at their own individual level for their own reasons. So if we come back here to start off in the beginning of September, I even think of messages coming in, so like messages that can be clairvoyant or psychic. There could be a real activation for you guys around this realm as well. So I will put a balancing video in for you if you want to listen to it. They're all beautiful meditational videos, and they do help just keep this particular part of your body balanced and spinning. It might also mean that you do need to create balance in this area, so perhaps some of you might be feeling really floaty or off earth, because often if our thoughts and our energies are directed up into the spiritual realm, we sort of tend to leave the planet behind and we're too focused in the ethereal and the spirituality. And I know for myself, and as most of you know, I'm an Aries, so this is my reading, I do tend to spend a lot of time up in those zones, so perhaps I also need to balance it and bring it back down a little bit. The second card for the second week is the disruption card, which is known as the Tower. Now, I have found when the Tower turns up in the past, it can literally mean argumentative energies. So I tend to say to people, be a bit cautious when it turns up. If there are situations that are flaring up or tensions that are coming, just try to abate them somehow or deal with them in the most peaceful manners. Don't be led into aggressive behaviour around situations. Back off from it, because generally if you're going to go into these situations with aggression around, it doesn't resolve itself in the best way forward. The disruption card does mean literally that things could change, and they could be quite abruptly and they could be unexpected. But again, know that all these changes are for your growth forward. So it's a little bit like the death card. It's allowing the change that comes in at unexpected levels to further your growth. Now, sometimes this card can even mean disruption in relationships. So some of you may walk away from relationships. Now, this could be romantic or business partners. It could be marriages even. That we see all of this type of energy when this card arrives. But what I will do for you is read from the book, the John Holland Words, and see what his take is on it, because he usually does have some very poignant words to read. A sudden, unusually foreseen disruption or major change is happening or is about to take place. Even if it appears to be a negative experience, it can lead to enlightenment or a total shift in your lifestyle. In traditional tarot meanings, this card represents the falling tower that eventually crumbles due to its weak foundation. Whichever part of your life you focus on, this is an opportunity to rebuild with a solid, positive structure to make you or the situation even stronger. There are times when the most difficult situations arise in your life. If you choose to, they can act as a catalyst to heal other areas. They're beneficial because they're truly your greatest teachers. Learn from past mistakes, accept them, and integrate them into your life as stepping stones. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This disruption card is a reminder that negative thinking, limiting beliefs, ignoring problematic situations, and risky or careless lifestyles must be addressed so that positive changes can take place. Life has a habit of moving you forward whether you're ready or not. Transformation of body, mind and soul can happen if you view this dramatic time or change as an opportunity for growth. In the future you may look back and be thankful for this opportunity. I tend to say you will be thankful for this opportunity. So there you are, Aries, just that right at the start of September we see quite a lot of movement here around for you one way or another. We come to the third week and we see this card, which is traditionally known as the Moon card, and he has termed it the Shadow. So if we think of the traditional moon, we quite often think of hormonal aspects of the physical body. So some people may be going through hormonal changes. This can be both men and women, and it can be menopausal changes, or for younger people it can be the beginning of puberty coming in, and it is very well known that eclipses set these things off. So if you've got any young people in your life that you're looking after, or if you're a young one yourself, just take care of your body and, you know, understand these changes that are coming through and be supportive of it and nurturing. The other thing that it can lead to or suggest is very much intuition again. So we're back into this whole connection to the higher realms and to spirituality. Definitely dreams could be becoming very unusual and heightened at this time. Many of us are experiencing dreams that seem to be particularly real and vivid. They can give you messages, they can be insights into creative realms in your life, or they could be actually giving you messages about future occurrences or events, possibilities or pathways. The other thing that the moon suggests is sometimes there can be something hidden going on, sort of at the dark of night, or that's undercurrent or underhand. If you're doing any business dealings or anything along those lines, take careful care to make sure everything has been developed and put into the correct positions and places. Check all paperwork, check who you're dealing with. Don't at this time sign up allegiances with people you don't know particularly well. Don't join anything that sounds too good to be true, because it probably isn't. I'll read some of the words of his book again and see what his perspective is on the card. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. Wow, you've got two of these right here next to each other. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain, everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you've avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and as it does, so do you. The Shadow card promises that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, and you'll discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that this is a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it if need be, or turn it down if need be. Your body is one big psychic antenna. So just remember that you're in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity and healing. Wow. You know, I said before we started the reading, the two eclipses may have quite a profound effect on Aries, and we're certainly getting that message reiterated to us. You know, but some of the words he chose to use there when he said, don't deny your past and who you are and what you are, because it's a treasure chest of the diamonds in your soul. What a beautiful phrase. And I think if you take that one phrase and move forward with whatever it is you're doing and wherever you're going, it just proves to you that this life is here for you to live and to be true to yourself. Anyhow, we'll come to number 4, the Authority card, or the Emperor. And this is kind of like you just really reinforcing your strength, Aries, and your energy, as if to say, yes, I'm here, I've made it through this transitional period, and I have this amazing strength and ability to be powerful and strong, and I'm on the right path. The Emperor is known as the wise soul. He's quite often fastidious in his powers of authority. He usually does things the right way. He follows rules quite often, but he's a very good person to have as someone if you're wanting advice to go to. So he could be someone who comes in your life, such as a leader or a mentor, or an older person, could be a relative like an uncle or a grandfather or even a father. He could be the person that you might utilise for any legal work or legality realms, mediation, and again it could be you exuding this energy. So it's a nice way to finish off your month. It gives a real feeling of strength coming in, strength and internal strength and physical strength as well. Let's just briefly see what he says about this card. It represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom and power. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in so doing it is encouraging you to develop or reignite these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also included a good reasoning and problem-solving skills, being grounded, which makes sense after all this up this end, that you come back down and you're grounded again, and learning to develop strong mental control over free-reigning emotions. I mean, your whole reading is actually coming together really nice. It's moving from step to step to step and congealing itself. Oftentimes this card appears to symbolise a father figure or an individual as wise authority who may be present in your life. It could be someone of high influence in business, or a prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create a positive outcome. Now is the time when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans and foundations. It's time to stop talking and act in order to achieve what you must. So guys, it's a really powerful reading. As you can see, there's a lot going on. You can feel by the overall colours it is quite dark. So some of you might literally reach into aspects of your lives and go, well, I've either been denying it, or I've been hiding from it, or I've been afraid of it, something like that, that you're going to come to grips with aspects or dimensions of you or the people in your life or the situations or the way you've been dealing with things, and it could be time to make that change. Certainly it looks as though the universe is offering you this time to be able to make the hyper jump and make some changes. It's kind of got a feeling of hard work about it, but I think at the end you can see the light, and they mention that several times. You'll see the light through the tunnel at the end. If we talk about it from a health perspective, there's a lot here about the mind and tension, you know, feeling a bit of tension and angst. But again, we know that we come out here, this is a great card to end with all this almighty powerful strength that you can regain. You know, it is up to you to work through it and to logically categorize each situation that happens, and know that everything is moving constantly and that you are never stuck in one place for any great length of time. You will get through and you will come out the other end like this. So let's see what your white light vibration energy card is going to be. Okay, so we'll just pop this down here. Well, goodness, divine intelligence. This card represents the, you know, what can I say? I'm not even sure where to start myself. So it's coming from Metatron. It's a green light, so there's some healing cathartic energy for your heart, but it's mainly coming through to you on the white light through your mind again. You're being given some sort of amazing upgrade. It's like taking your car into the garage and saying, I want to change it from a little 4-cylinder to a V8. You're almost doing that at this time, or you've got the opportunity to do that. So I did say it feels like it's a lot of work, and I would say again, this is work, but you are being gifted some amazing tools to incorporate into your life to find out who you are and the desires you want to be and where you want to go. And I think any of us will admit nothing's easy in life, and sometimes the best things are the hardest things, and they take time and they take work and they take effort and dedication, and that is what this is in many ways. But there is no doubt that you've been given the opportunity to really connect at amazingly deep levels, and I find that a profound gift. So personally, from an Aries myself, I think this is going to be a month of gratitude at the end, and maybe a little bit of hard grind on the way through, but I'm looking forward to some of this knowledge that's going to be coming to me. So bring it on, that's what I say. So there we are, Aries. I wish you all a very happy and sort of learning September ahead. Take care, everyone. Thank you for listening, liking and subbing, and if you're interested in a private reading with me, just follow the links below the video. Other than that, I shall be with you again in October, so wishing you all much divine intelligence and love, light, peace and harmony. Ka kite anō. Namaste.